Alright, good evening guys. We are in Tokyo. This is the neighborhood of Marunouchi or Otemachi. Both names are interchangeable. And right now it's like this is where a hotel is. It's called the Palace Hotel. You might notice that I've actually been here before. I've actually been here twice before. So yeah, this is like our second home in terms of residence. It's only 4:30 p.m. but the sun is setting because it's winter. And it's like really cold right now, but it's not too cold. Surprisingly, a lot warmer than I expected. Even though I'm wearing this thing, it still feels quite surprisingly warm. Okay, this is very thin by the way. It's surprisingly warm. And temperatures are only 13 degrees, 13 degrees. I expected it to be like 0 degrees by now, but it's only 13 degrees. So I'm kind of disappointed because I like cold weather. I'm going to the hotel. This is the Palace Hotel. This is where we'll be staying. This is the concierge. This is our stuff. You guys are in the hotel room. Not my room, but my father's room. We're waiting for my rooms to get clean still. Okay, this is what the temperature is like at the 13th floor. This is what the temperature is like at the 13th floor. It's very comfortably. It's a very comfortable temperature. This kind of temperature is one of the most comfortable environments for me. It's like where I thrive the most. It's like a 13 degree, around 10 to 13 degree environment, which is not too cold. That will get me sick, but not too warm like it is in Singapore. And Singapore is way too hot. And I think this is one of the best I've had. This is one of the best climates I've been in, honestly. This is the rest of the hotel. A lot of the rooms have balconies, as you can see, and it's really quite nice. I do not remember them having balconies. As you can see, it's almost nighttime already. And in Japan, in winter, the sun sets very, very early. So people get depressed a lot because of the dark environment in which they have to conduct their daily activities. Let's see what's down there. Oh, my camera doesn't drop. Okay, I don't really know what's happening down there, but get the idea. Alright, so we're gonna get to my room very, very soon. And see you. Okay guys, this is our first meal in Japan. We're eating at an eel restaurant. It's like my staple food. So that's why I'm eating here. We're starting off with something simple. So there are a few options. There's eel on top of the rice. All comes with soup, pickle and small fruit. There's eel separate with rice. So that means like the eel is served separately from the rice. And then there's this one. There's one part of this menu that I can't understand. What the heck does this mean? There is also a day I can't prepare. But see why are they using first person here? Like the menu is written by a single person. They should say like there's also a day that we can't prepare. I think they're saying that sometimes it's not available. Sometimes this dish is not available and there's only available selected. What? Yeah. Average, large, extra large. Okay, I think I'll have extra large. Okay. Alright. Guys, this is my food for tonight. This is unagi and unagi on top of rice. This is the extra large version. And then there was orange for dessert, but I ate the orange first to get it done and over with. So now there's like miso soup over here. I haven't opened it yet. Yeah, this is my dinner for tonight. Good morning. This is what Tokyo looks like in the morning in winter. It's quite cloudy as you saw yesterday on the flight, but it's still quite spectacular. I mean, it's not too bad during winter. Actually. It's really quite nice. Over there is the palace. It's a huge walkway, as you can see. It has to be big. I think it doubles as a road. I wonder how big the palace actually is.
I tried, but I couldn't. They were too fluffy.
Alright guys, today we are going to Kyoto. It's Tuesday. It's the 27th of November. And today we're going to Kyoto. We're taking a Shinkansen which is basically the Japanese bullet train, the Japanese national bullet train. It's super fast and it can travel for very long distances. So it's going to take us all the way from Tokyo to the other side of the main island, which is Kyoto. It's a really, really nice place. Actually, I don't know whether it's a really nice place or not, but I've been there like 2 times already. It's literally my third time going there. So I expect a lot of things. I expect to find a lot of familiar things there. This is the Imperial Palace. We didn't go there this time round. And that right there is our hotel, which we'll be seeing for the last time ever. And we're gonna collect our luggage and we're gonna go to Kyoto. Guys, we're on the Shinkansen. This is the train to Kyoto, the Nozomi Express. Actually, more appropriately termed the Nozomi Super Express because
They will come in, I suppose.
Nozomi Super Express. Because it skips a superb amount of stations that takes you across an extremely long distance. So basically it's a super express because it barely stops at any station except those which are very far away from each other. So we just started our journey and we barely made it up to the train, but we made it. Yeah, so kind of just settling in right now. It's going to be a 2-hour ride to the other side of mainland Japan, so just enjoy it, I guess. As you can see, it's a very, very comfortable train. We got the reserved seats, so they're really, really quite comfortable. They have about premium economy, they have about economy class standard on normal plane, which is already quite good. As you can see, there's a lot of leg room here. And yeah, so I think I'll stop in here, I don't know. But yeah. This is a bullet train though. It's one of those luxury bullet trains. It trades off a bit of speed for a lot of comfort. So this is one of the perfect bullet trains, you can see. Yeah. Welcome to Kyoto. We've just arrived in our tiny hotel. It's they call it a villa, but it's not actually a villa. It's just a tiny hotel. It's got very few rooms, but each room is of stellar quality, as you can see. These rooms are actually better than the Palace Hotel in Tokyo. They're much bigger in terms of floor area and they utilized it a lot better. This hotel is actually 2 years old only, so as you can see, everything looks really, really new and stuff. And the building itself looks quite old, but everything here looks quite new. So you can see in this room there's a Japanese grating door over here. And I don't know what's over here actually. We are on quite a low level. We are on the 3rd floor, so we kind of can't see. We can't really see anything over here. Okay guys, this is Kyoto at night. It's like 5 o'clock right now. It's almost night time. So you can see it's a lot less bustling than Tokyo at night in Kyoto. It's a lot less bustling than Tokyo. There's not as many lights. The city is quite sleepy and stuff. In fact, Kyoto is not really a city. Kyoto is not really a city. It's more like a suburban area. It's more like the suburban version of Tokyo. Okay guys, we've approached this area called Teramachi. It's apparently a shopping street, but I have no idea what to expect here. So, and as you can hear and see, it's very quiet over here. This city is pretty dead. It's like a ghost. It's like the ghost city. It's like the ghost city of Japan. So you're gonna see what interesting things you can find here. Like we can learn a lot from ghost cities nowadays. Just think about Fukushima or Chernobyl or anything. You can learn a lot about them. So yeah, this is the first look at Teramachi. It's a shopping street. And no, it's not like a vehicle street, it's like a human street.
It's all the way to the Shiki.
Yeah, I think we've been here before, like a few years ago. It looks insanely huge.
Gonna go up and then come back down.
It's very complicated. So this is the shopping street we're at just now, Teramachi. And now there's another shopping street that's parallel to this one. It's just like a few meters down. It's just a few meters to the left of it, but there's another shopping street which runs parallel to Teramachi. And it says Shinkyogoku here. So the other one is called Teramachi, this one is called Shinkyogoku. This shopping street is called Shinkyogoku. It looks older, but it looks more busy. It looks better lighted, so you see what's here. You see what's here. This is an example of globalization in practice. Right now we're in Japan, we're in an Ulu shopping street, which is supposed to have purely local produce. Purely local produce, nothing else. Well, now, smack in the middle of nowhere, we see McDonald's. This is an example of how globalization has taken over our world, and how these international companies are just penetrating into the local markets and kind of causing loss of market share for these other shops here. As you can see, it's very popular. The McDonald's is insanely popular here. Oh, actually, it's upstairs. The dining place is upstairs, not down here. It shows how huge this whole thing is. So now we're walking down the street, looking for things to find, looking for interesting things to find. And after that, we're gonna go to our restaurant, which is a yakitori place. Kyoto is very famous for its yakitori, which is basically Japanese chicken. It's not Japanese fried chicken, but it's just Japanese chicken that's cooked in a very nice way. As you can see over there, that's Teramachi. It's a parallel street to here. Okay, this shop sells smartphone cases, and over here they even sell Chinese food. As you can see, they're selling meat bumps. They're selling pork. They're selling Chinese pork dumplings, or what we call in Singapore xiao long bao. So as you can see, there's a really wide variety of products sold here. And yeah, the street is becoming slightly wider right now. And over here, there's even a family mart, a convenience store located right smack in the middle of nowhere. Roke, Lasses, and Toy Street does not only sell a variety of types of goods, it also sells a variety of goods in terms of the income level, in terms of the price of the goods. From the very cheap to the very expensive. This shop right here is called Gala Bridal, and it's implied by the name, it sells wedding rings. Let's see some samples at the front right here. I don't know whether my camera can capture it, but yeah, I can. These wedding rings are very nice, very nice. They actually look quite amazing, TBH. They look quite thin, but that's the whole point. It's supposed to be easy to carry and stuff. Yeah, they look really nice, honestly. And the price of these rings is on the order of 105,600 yen, all the way to 578,000 yen. This one is the crown jewel, the most expensive wedding ring in the entire world. Right here, guys. I don't know what can make a wedding ring so expensive besides the use of diamonds and stuff. I think it's actually an authentic diamond over here. You can see in here the sparkling and stuff. It's actually authentic diamond, actually, guys. It's actually authentic diamond. Alright, guys, we run into a slight problem here. A tiny problem. I cannot find my parents. I was just following my father. He was like 10 to 20 meters in front of me. I was just following him where he was going, but I kind of lost him. A few minutes later. I have no idea where he is right now. Either he went extremely far ahead, or he turned into one of the shops, or worse still, he changed direction. He turned around the street, and now I don't know where he is. So anyway, and my mom is like stuck in a shop back there. I don't know which shop it is. So I kind of just lost both of my parents. And I do not know where to find them. So I'm really kind of jet here. I don't know what I'm going to do next. But good thing is that I kind of know the way back to the hotel if I want to go back. But that will require I have no Wi-Fi, I have no Google Maps or anything, so I have to purely use my sense of direction and memory to memorize the route that I took, and then I have to backtrack the entire route and go back. I need to have a good sense of orientation and stuff, so it's time to put my skills to the test. Or should I just go to the front of this? Should I just go to the other side of this mall, because the way to the restaurant tonight is the way to the restaurant tonight involves us going all the way back to the end of this street. So maybe that'll be our rendezvous point. We'll just go back all the way back to the end of this street, and hopefully I'll be able to relocate my parents. Otherwise I'll be a lost child. I mean, I'm 16 years old, but I don't have any Wi-Fi, and I don't have any maps. All the maps are with my dad, so yeah, I'm kind of lost right now. But not really lost, but I'm kind of lost in the sense that I cannot find my parents. But if I want to go back to the hotel, I definitely can do so. I just need to backtrack, yeah. So just hope I can. Alright, I have no idea where I'm going actually. Finally found them. I finally found my parents. They're right there. They're right there. This is where we were just now. Shinkyogoku. And that's the parallel shop Teramachi. Parallel street Teramachi. By the way, these two streets, they divide Kyoto into two parts. As you can see, the opposite end of these streets, where we were just now, it's very boring, it's very quiet, it's very rural, and there's not much activity going on there. But on this end of the shopping streets, there's a lot of activity. As you can see, it's bustling. It's a stark contrast to what we saw on the other end of these shopping streets. So as you can see, these two shopping streets, they divide Kyoto into two parts. One part on the other end, one part on the opposite end is the more boring, quieter and more dead part of Kyoto. And on this end of the shopping streets, we have the more vibrant end. We have the more vibrant side of Kyoto. So as you can see, it's a stark contrast, and it's just like the 38th parallel in Korea. This is basically the 38th parallel. These shopping streets are basically the 38th parallel of Japan. I can smell the yakitori, that thick succulent chicken. We are approaching the restaurant right now. I cannot read Japanese, but this is the restaurant, guys. It's in the middle of nowhere, as all places in Tokyo. I mean, as all places in Kyoto are. Every place in Kyoto is in the middle of nowhere.
I think it opens only at 7.
Yeah. Yes, we have to take off our shoes right here. This is a Japanese place, so we need to follow the culture. Japanese people often take off their shoes. You guys, you can see standing on here, and the floor is kind of like our seats. This is a Japanese place, so this is how we do it here in Japan. These are our seats, and below here is where we rest our feet during the meal, and the pillows are basically our seats right here. This is how they do it in Japan, guys.
English.
これは味噌スープです。Appetizer です。We must stir the miso soup to make it very, very tasty and succulent. Guys, this is the main dish. This right here is chicken with leeks, and this is chicken with plum. Both of them are yakitori, Japanese fried chicken. The only type of fried chicken that's actually healthy for you. You know that fried chicken is very unhealthy, as universally recognized. Japanese fried chicken is the only fried chicken that's not unhealthy. Oh, here's miso soup. I've half finished it. I'm gonna finish it throughout the course of the meal. And this is rice. You can see it's so moist. Even the camera can capture it. Even the camera is hungry now. The camera wants to eat some of the rice. It's so moist, so succulent. I can't wait to eat this. This is Japanese food. When you come to Japan, you come for the food. On the top here is pork ribs, premium fried pork ribs. On the bottom here is premium beef, beef in a yakitori restaurant. How interesting. My rice is still looking as succulent as ever. The moisture has not left, not a single drop. Alright guys, good afternoon. Today we are at the bamboo forest of Arashiyama. As you can see, the bamboos are extremely tall. They're very straight and tall bamboos. Bamboos are known for their very thin trunks. They're very thin stems, but in this case, we see their stems to be unusually thick compared to other typical bamboos that we see. These bamboos are extremely sturdy and strong. They've lasted hundreds to thousands of years. As you can see, some of them did not survive the race. Some of them have collapsed. As you can see, some of these bamboos have collapsed over here, and they've gotten stuck among the other bamboos. Oh, and right there's a cemetery. Right there's a memorial to celebrate the lives of some of the most influential people around the world. Right guys, right now we are approaching a darker part of the bamboo forest. We've just passed through the first section of the bamboo forest, which is pretty basic. Then we were walking through quite a long walkway without any bamboos. And now we're entering the second part of the bamboo forest, which is much darker. It's a lot denser. It's a much denser part. It's a much denser bamboo forest right here. As you can see, it slopes upwards right there. It slopes upwards right there. And wow, this bamboos just absolutely surround you. They just permeate you, and the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. Everything here is just bamboo and stuff. It just encloses you with the shade, completely blocking out the sun. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. We're now deep into the bamboo forest, and now looks like an endless labyrinth of straight bamboo just enclosing us and absolutely surrounding us. The atmosphere is amazing right here. Alright, just look at this guys. This is awesome. It's much taller than the other bamboos on the other end. As you can see, there's some branches here. I call them security branches. They're supposed to prevent us from getting over to the actual bamboos and trampling on them. You can trample on these but not on the actual bamboos. Must have cost a lot to grow this natural fence here. Guys, right now we're on board the JR Limited Express train. We're on our way to Osaka. It's called the Limited Express Haruka. As you can see, this train is rather luxurious. We reserve some very nice seats. Very good leg room and stuff. There's some stowage above here. And some very nice seats that we got. You can see this is a very nice train. In fact, it's even more luxurious than the Shinkansen that we took from Tokyo to Kyoto. This ride will take about 45 minutes. Outside there's the Kyoto station. So, and as you can see, there's a very there are like lots of platforms which are located side by side with each other. So you can see that it's a haphazardly complicated train station, one of the most complicated in the entire world. The train's about to leave very soon. It's 12:59 right now, and at 1 o'clock on the dot we leave. Japanese trains leave on the dot. There is no dispute. The trains leave 100% on time. They are perfectly coordinated. They leave exactly right on the dot of the scheduled departure time. So once the clock strikes 1, the train starts moving. Yep, here we go. See, the train's moving. Clock just struck 1 on the dot. So now we're departing Kyoto Station, the biggest train station in the world. On the way to Teramachi, which is a place in Osaka. People waving goodbye to us. Now we're entering the depths of the unknown. So we begin our way to the final stop before. This is the Riga Royal Hotel right now. There's 2 stops. The first one is Osaka, and the next one is Tennoji. Tennoji is our stop, so we're getting off right here. We're getting off over there. You can't expect this train to go extremely fast because this is a limited express. It's not a bullet train like the Shinkansen, but it gets the job done. Osaka.
天王寺は13時45分。終点関西空港には14時20分。関西空港14時20分到着です。お待たせいたしました。
My goodness, that's a steam train right there. See the smoke coming up? That's a freaking that's a steam train. It's a steam train.
今日も JR 西日本をご利用くださいましてありがとうございます。この電車は関空9号関西空港行きです。
Welcome to Osaka. Right now we're at the hotel. We are at the Marriott Hotel in Osaka. This hotel is right beside the train station Tennoji, which is kind of like below us. It's right across the road. And the building that we are staying in, this building, it's actually the tallest building in Japan. You can't see it from here, but this building is actually extremely tall. It's the tallest building ever in Japan. And there's an observatory deck. It's over here. And I think there's another one which is much higher, around there, I think. But yeah, this is like the tallest building in Japan. You can see everything around here. This is one of the tallest buildings in Japan I've been to. I think it's even taller than Tokyo Tower, to be honest. As you can see, the train station Tennoji is down there. You can see the tracks right there. And over here, the train station is reasonably huge. But I don't think it's quite as big as Kyoto's and Tokyo stations. There's some nice mountain views that we have over here. Stoked. Oh, wait a second. I think we're quite near. I think we're quite near the airport. Is that a plane? I think that's a plane. I think we are quite near the airport. So yeah, Kansai Airport is around this. It's around this direction, and on Monday, in 2 days' time, we're going to be taking the train to that airport right there for one of the best to experience something that we truly unforgettable. There's a live pianist around there. It's very nice of her to play live music while people are eating food.
Okay.
Alright guys, we're at this restaurant. This restaurant called Matsusakagyu Yakiniku. It's in a very ulu street in Osaka. We're here for dinner on our first night, 1st of December. This is our second last night in Japan, and right now you're in a restaurant. We're in a very, very special restaurant here. It offers Yakiniku as the main dish. Yakiniku basically refers to fried Japanese beef, which is again, unlike most fried food, it's actually healthy. And this restaurant is actually very special. It's not a typical restaurant, because you see in a typical restaurant, they cook the food for you. But in this restaurant, they serve you raw food. And you are supposed to cook it yourself over here. So basically you can choose to cook it however you want. And you can just basically choose to cook it however you want, and you get to be a chef just for one night. You get to cook your own dinner and stuff. It's very basic survival skill that you need. So right now they're heating up the stove. This is what we used to put the meat on the thing to cook it. And yeah, this is going to be a very special experience. This, in layman's terms, this style of eating is called Korean barbecue, even though it did not originate in Korea, but this method of eating has been widely utilized in Korea, so that's why they came up with the term Korean barbecue to loosely denote this style of eating. Wow, you guys, Okay, this is our
Sirloin.
beef. This is our beef platter.
Sirloin steak.
This is our beef platter for tonight.
marble
This is
beef?
the
It's the combination of all.
Oh, I see.
This is the
Which one is
chef's-
the premium?
For the
the
premium
chef's
is the sour
recommendation.
and this one, and this the marble, and this one is this two is the thin part, lean part, marble and premium.
Okay, so lean, marble,
Yes, and premium.
marble,
Yes,
and then Hanashita and
Sirloin.
sirloin is premium.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, this is the chef's recommendation. This is the most expensive choice that you can choose on the menu. It's about 20,000 yen. Yeah, you know that's quite expensive. Yeah, this is a combination of all types of beef here. So basically, we just place it in here and just cook it. Okay. Okay.
Otherwise you stick to the pan.
Alright, we're supposed to apply butter. We're applying butter to the stove every time before we cook.
Okay, yes.
To give it a little bit more moisture.
Temporary here or permanent?
Yeah, temporary.
Noise.
Let me introduce the shoyu first. This one is salt. You can match this one with the fatty part. Fatty.
This is salt.
Just the belly or this one is fatty. You can match with the sauce. Which is better is the barbecue sauce and this shoyu. These two can match with the lean part.
Lean part,
Yeah.
okay.
For the wasabi, you can match with shoyu if you want.
Okay.
Wasabi.
Butter, right?
Yes, the butter.
The butter is only every time you want to do, you use it, right?
Yes. You prefer medium rare or completely rare?
I like it
Medium.
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 Medium rare for me.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. That's very fast.
Yes, very fast. Just 20 seconds, I think.
This stove is very powerful.
Thank you very much.
Hey, what's yours? That's mine. Okay, that one's yours. Alright, this is the first thing of the night. First dish of the night.
So the center part is hotter, the sides are cooler.
Actually, it all are so hot. All are so hot. This one, and this one is the same.
It's uniform heating.
Enjoy, you can. That's the correct.
It's uniform
Just
heating.
remind me.
It's an induction
The
cooker.
lean one.
Alright guys, we just finished cooking a few things. I don't know which one's this. I think this is the karubi one. Yeah, karubi means belly, cow belly, and it's quite fatty, but fatty is what I like, so let's eat it.
The rib eye, the short rib, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things here. There's a lot of things here.
Lean shoulder.
Yeah, and
We can try a premium now.
just awesome. It tastes amazing. Let me tell you guys, this is on par, if not better than the kushikura dinner in Kyoto. This is the rice, Japanese rice, moist as always, absolutely mouth-watering, gastronomical. Just now, I was cooking these 3 pieces of beef. Just now, a few seconds ago, I was just cooking this, and then the fire. There was a huge tongue of fire that extended like 300 meters upwards. There was a huge tongue of fire that extended. Thank you. There was a huge tongue of fire that extended 300 meters upwards, and it kind of charred my hand. I could actually feel the fire for once. And now I'd like to officially declare myself fireproof because I'm not on fire right now, as you can see. I survived the fire. You can see there's a lot of fire right here. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I'll do it for him. Leave me alone.
Alright, this is the final dish, guys. This is what's it called again? Haneshita. This is the final dish that we're having, and just want to say that this is extremely juicy beef. It's very tasty, very moist.
This is very nice.
It's
And the shita is very nice.
actually amazing.
Nicer than
I
the
can.
sirloin.
It's slightly better than the. I mean, it's actually equal to the Yakitori place, the Kushikura place we have we're at in Kyoto. This is This is absolutely amazing still. Amazing. This right here is beef miso soup. It's basically miso soup except that there's beef in it. And it should be better than normal miso soup because the beef should flavor even better. And you know that I love beef, so let's see what kind of storm this combination can cook up right here. Welcome to Universal City. This is the JR train. We just took the JR train from a hotel all the way to this place, Universal City right here. This is the Universal Studios in Osaka, Japan. And it's quite a big place, as you can see. The accommodation is basically a resort of its own. This boy. And I think we're here. This is Universal City, guys. It's a city of its own. It's got everything you need to live a long thing. Right there we have the Universal globe. The globe that's present in all Universal Studios theme parks around the world, including Singapore. Oh look, another roller coaster ride coming.
Thank you to buy.
All right, here we go. Right now, Singapore. We're in the Jurassic World, and this is another boat ride. Basically, it's a huge roller coaster over there. It's extremely scary because it goes upside down. Wait, those guys are literally hanging upside down just like bats. They are really suspended upside down like bats. What the heck? Goodness guys, the Jurassic ride was insane. Alright, so basically we took a boat around this area, and after that they took us all the way up to the top of that tower. Then they sent us on a free fall, a full 500-meter drop down from that tower all the way into the water. It was so scary, my gosh. Alright guys, this right here was the tower from which they dropped us. There was like an 80-degree slope, 80-degree slope, that sent us all the way down from the top of this tower all the way to the bottom and just splashed into the water. It was insane. Guys, we're in a restaurant right now for lunch, and a dinosaur just made its way into the restaurant conveniently. I thought the dinosaurs were extinct. Just somehow made its way into the restaurant. Now it's invading everything here. Oh, it's apparently going out. Just came here to explore. Guys, welcome to Harry Potter land. This is Hogwarts, the home of Harry Potter. As you can see, the buildings are very old compared to the other parts of Universal Studios Japan. It's quite a big city, as you can see. It's like a castle over there, the Hogwarts castle. It's a huge big town over here. For hogs. Over here they call the toilets public conveniences. I don't know why they call the toilets public conveniences, but that's what they do. And over here there's boys and over here there's girls. You assume that all of us are children. Alright, we're going to take a ride through the Hogwarts castle right now. Going inside. Hogwarts ride was actually insane. Oh my god. They took us on some flying vehicle that spun us around 360 degrees in 3D. It just literally spun us around while images were being played on the TV. So it's basically like a virtual 4D ride. Basically a virtual 4D ride of a Harry Potter world. Basically Harry Potter is trying to escape a monster or something. Yeah, it was really, really fun. But if you get airsick easily, then just please don't go for this one. Now we know why this castle is so big, because it has to accommodate all the spinning and all the moving from the ride. But this is the actual size of the castle in the movie actually. It's really huge. Alright guys, we're going to the Hollywood Dreams one now. This is the real deal roller coaster ride. It really takes you up to the skies.
Okay, go.
Stop.
Can you wait for us along the street, yeah?
Alright. I'm the only one going, so my parents will be over there, the Coca-Cola. Alright. Guys, that ride was insane. this roller coaster alone covers the entire area of the main area in Universal Studios. This roller coaster alone covers a gigantic area. It covers at least half of the area of this Universal Studios ride. It goes all the way to the entrance and comes all the way back. There's another one over there. I think that's the Jurassic World one, I'm not too sure. They look insanely high as well. I'm gonna go and check. I'm gonna go see the entrance. Beautiful sunset, guys. The final sunset we're ever going to see in Japan. It's a beautiful backdrop right here. It's a roller coaster ride, the Jurassic World ride right there. The upside down one. Across there. Across the river right there. There's the sun. Descending on Japan for the last time in our stay. Goodbye, Japan. Goodbye, Universal Studios. It's been a great 1 week. It's been a great 11 days in Japan. Thank you, Universal Studios. Goodbye. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Monday, 3rd of December for the next video. Thank you for watching.